In my previous video in this series, I spoke briefly about the importance of certifying mastery. I want to expand on that discussion more, but in order to do so, I'll need to draw on some other videos from this series. So if you haven't watched my other videos, I recommend that you do so now. The primary responsibility of the student is to learn, but a person can learn without going to school. It happens all the time. So what value does a school add to the process? A school provides the student with appropriate resources to help motivate and facilitate that learning, and it certifies on the student's behalf that that learning is complete. There are then two uses for certification, both of which benefit from ensuring that the certification is as objective as possible. First, we need to certify the student's progress along their path. Why? So that we know what resources are appropriate for the child. Second, we need to certify the results of a student's learning. And again, the goal is not to judge the student qualitatively, as in good or bad. The goal is to certify their progress and results. Have they reached their destination? Furthermore, the institution of education should not assume that this very important role of certification is paramount. It is part of education, but it is not everything. Knowledge, logic, and craft subject matter can be certified with relative ease. However, that does not mean that the only subject matter of worth is objective in nature. Art is, by its nature, subjective and can never be certified. Art is practiced instead of certified. And the most valuable product of an art education is not a degree, but a portfolio. Furthermore, these categories of knowledge, logic, craft, and art leave out a fifth element of personal growth: experience. The life experiences of each individual help to shape them and define their character, their intelligence, and their potential. Most importantly, the nature of certification does not trump the learning or the learning environment. The learning environment certainly must react to certification, but it is not controlled by it. The different facets of education each have their own aims and needs. They are not equivalent. Good teaching will result in success on tests, but tests do not describe the process of good teaching, nor the entirety of its results. A test merely describes what mastery looks like when it is complete. But a cake without a recipe does not make a cook. These limits do not invalidate certification. They merely serve to show its bounds. An institution still serves an important role when it fulfills its duty of certification. And that duty is best performed with clarity and according to objective standards. A generic diploma fails in this regard because it is not clear what the student has mastered. Grades fail in this regard when they exist without context, a subjective assessment of student quality rather than an objective assessment of student mastery. Standardized testing can fill a vital hole in our education system today. It can help to ensure that our students are getting the resources and classes that they truly need, and it can provide an objective assessment of student mastery. However, in order for it to do so, we need to understand the nature of an objective assessment, its limits, and the nature of the institutions it serves. In upcoming videos, I'll start to talk about how these limits can be respected, and how testing can be incorporated in a way that respects the dignity of teaching as a process separate from testing. If you enjoyed watching this video, please remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you for watching.